There is only one thing that you can control in your life. That's your thoughts. You can choose to be happy or you can choose to be miserable. It's just that simple. Join me for the next hour on Law of Attraction Talk Radio, where I hope to inspire you to make the conscious decision to be happy. For that is the exact place where you need to be to create your own magnificent reality. Let us begin now. Welcome to Law of Attraction Talk Radio. I'm Jules from beautiful Southern California, and I am so grateful that you are tuning in tonight because we've got some really great things to share with you. And on top of that, I am so grateful that you have decided to come and listen to this show and share your energy with me. You know, scientists say that there is no such thing as space or time limitations, which means that we are sharing each other's energy as we are listening or watching this broadcast. You know, it's really kind of reassuring to know that we are all one, we are all connected. And not only are we sharing our energy with us, but this energy remains on this broadcast. So that no matter what, you are feeling the energy of hundreds of thousands of people every time you listen in. And I am grateful for that. As a matter of fact, it's because of you that this show has really taken off. And it's because of the law of attraction, of course. But I want to thank you. And I want to let you know how much I really, sincerely appreciate every minute that you spend with us. Tonight, we have got a really great show. And it's all about the month of October 2011. Did you know that if you take the last two digits of the year that you were born and the age you will be this year, you will come up with a total of 111, and this is for everyone. Isn't that amazing? Did you know that this month of October has 5 Sundays, 5 Mondays, and 5 Saturdays? Now, this only occurs once every 823 years. So, Chinese numerology and feng shui are declaring that this month of October 2011 is so auspicious, especially for wealth creation. That's right. And on top of all of that, October 28th, 2011 is one of the end dates of the Mayan calendar. It signifies that on that date, automatically there is going to be a huge shift of consciousness, both individually and collectively. It's a very, very, very powerful day, and I am so looking forward to it. Carl Coleman says that this is the accumulation of the entire year. We're going to see the fruits of what has happened. And sometimes it has been very chaotic, but that's okay because it's leading up into October 28th, where groups of people are coming together and they're saying that we want to change the world collectively. It's time. And that's magnificent. So I want you all to welcome in October 28th. It is a time of great awakening. It is a time of great love, and it's a time of coming together. It's a time of awakening, and this is what we have been waiting for. So embrace it, grab hold of it, and then let the divine consciousness take over. Let us all experience this as one. It's a great time. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be on the ship going directly to Cozumel, which has the Mayan calendar, the Mayan ruins. And I'm so excited. I wouldn't miss this time for anything. And what's really amazing, I didn't even know when I scheduled this trip. I had no idea it was October 28th. So I am following the divine wisdom here and knowing that everything is going to be so magnificent. And I hope that you'll all stay tuned. Well, tonight we are also going to be talking to my favorite astrologer and world traveler, Tom Lescher. And he's going to be talking to us about the month of October and what it signifies for relationships, everything. It's really going to be a terrific show. And right after we talk to Tom, we're going to do some incredible wealth and well-being affirmations. It's not a meditation, so you don't have to turn off or stop driving or stop doing anything. You'll be able to go along with me and feel the affirmations to start activating that part of the brain that will let all of the good stuff start flowing to you. So stay tuned. We're going to listen to our wonderful sponsors and we'll be right back.
You are listening to your daily dose of well-being and inspiration on Law of Attraction Radio Network at LOARadionetwork.com. Hear this incredible show on your smartphone through Stitcher.com, which goes through your car stereos with Ford Sync or any auto dashboard that has the internet. Listen to our 24/7 broadcast with our mobile app as well, or just listen through an MP3 player or computer. Remember, LOARadionetwork.com, heard in over 120 countries, is the radio station for your well-being.
Have you been receiving your free issue of Alms Times magazine in your email box? Every 2 weeks you'll receive this top quality magazine that has spiritual, metaphysical, and scientific information that will rock your world. Go to almstimes.com, OMTIMES.com to sign up for your free subscription today.
NLP tip number 1, the meaning of your communication is the response that you get. So if I say something to you that's intended to help you, and yet you're offended, then that's the meaning of my communication. I offended you. Why would I spend time defending my intention when I could just accept that I offended you and then spend time making or communicating in such a way that helps you respond in a way that's in accordance with my intention? So don't spend time defending your intentions when what you said didn't work. Accept that the meaning of your communication is the response that you get. If you'd like to learn more NLP tips and strategies, come to inlpcenter.com. We have a free mini course for you. That's inlpcenter.com. Hope to see you there.
Okay, I'm back. You know, during this very auspicious month of October, this is the perfect time for you to visit the inlpcenter.com, because this is the time that we have to get our communication skills down perfect to bring everything that we need to make this a great month. So I urge you to go to the inlpcenter.com and take their free mini course. You know, Mike is terrific, and I personally know him. And as a hypnotherapist, I am recommending that you do this. I don't think you're going to regret it. You are going to learn so much. So go to the inlpcenter.com. Now, let's get going and talk to our favorite astrologer, Tom Leer, who happens to be in Melbourne, Australia, and he's a little bit cold there for some reason. It's very cold. And, well, we all know that he's used to the weather in Hawaii. So let's tune in to Tom and see what he has to say about the month of October. And then stay tuned after that, because we're going to be doing some wealth and well-being affirmations. So let's get going. Welcome back, Tom. Are you ready to tell us about the month of October?
You betcha, Julie. Okay.
What's going to happen to us? I hear, and from what I've been seeing, it could be a little bit better month for us all. Am I right or wrong?
Well, That's pretty, I mean, it's pretty individual what's going on,
Okay.
these days. So it's very, very difficult to say. I think that, yes, indeed, you are, I think we're through a certain amount of challenge that as the Sun, Venus, and Mercury went through Libra, they were conjuncting with Saturn, the contraction and the constriction around relationship and partnership, and very hard communication, and that opposition to Uranus and square to Pluto that's been going on here through through September has been very heavy and very challenging. So as we move past that what they call the T-square in astrology, things are definitely going to lighten up a little bit. And in fact, I would even go farther to say, better than light, they're going to be expanding and opening, and there's a lot of opportunity coming here forward in the month of October. Yes, and if people have been playing their cards right, okay, and they have really been doing their inner work, and they have been, really defining themselves in new ways, because that's what this time period for humanity is all about, then the rewards of that inner journey, the rewards of autonomous self-discovery and the strengthening of our own personal identity can then pay off in the month of October in the form of deeper union, deeper relationships, deeper connection with other people. Now, if we, on the other hand, have not done our inner work, and we haven't gone into our own truth and really discovered ourselves, but rather we've been role playing or trying to be what we think other people want us to be, and we've been just following blindly this norm of what men or women are supposed to look like or act like, or if we haven't been doing all that, and then October comes around, and the Venus, Mercury, and the Sun all go into Scorpio. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Scorpio. And Scorpio, we move out of this Libra phase, which is air and the surface and, communication and talking and mental acquaintance, to water, which is deeper, more intimate, more vulnerable, more fearful. And so this opportunity is, to go deep. And if you're ready, willing, able, strong enough within yourself to go deep, then it's like, wow, then you've got the passion, you've got the sexual connection, you've got the emotional bonding. You can really experience, yourself in relationship and partnership with and through another person, to this, to a much greater degree than if you are still kind of like skating on the surface of the pond because you're kind of afraid to dive, and you're afraid to go deep, and you're just, playing the game and things like that. Then you can feel left out. You can feel lonely. You can feel isolated. You can see other people going deep and connecting, and they're all doing their, transformation and change through loving partnership and relationship. And you're, feeling a little bit on the outside, a little bit on the, wow, I'm not, what's wrong with me, or what's wrong with this picture? So it can go, like I say, it can go either way in this month of October. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're talking about relationships. You've also mentioned fear. So it's like we still need to be prepared for that fear to keep on bubbling up in order for us to move beyond it.
Yes, I mean the fear is going, the fear is that, and this is with Uranus moving through the sign of Aries, which started last April, and it's going to be there for 7 years. Okay, and this Aries is I, me, my identity, and Uranus is self-discovery, the opening of the third eye, the movement into a whole new understanding of who I am and what my life is about.
So does
Yes?
this mean that we're going to be tuning in psychically, that we're becoming more sensitive?
Yes, well, that along with, that's more Neptune and Chiron moving into Pisces, which is the crown chakra. So that's opening, Neptune rules Pisces, and it's returning there for the first time in 165 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So, we are going to experience this renaissance, this time period of this opening of our sixth sense, of our, clairvoyant psychic perception. But then we also have this Uranus, which is much more about, I would say, the seer, the scientist, the real clarity. It's not so much a feeling of, really picking up subtle energy on a watery level, so much as, Uranus is lightning and electricity and aha, this sudden unexpected, oh yeah, wow, I know that, yeah. So this is what we're getting for the next 7 years going through Aries, is these shocks. It's like, aha, you've got to be yourself. You've got to break out. You've got to be sovereign. You've got to follow your instincts and pay attention to your gut and rebel and break away from these, these bozos on Wall Street and, these other, people that are trying to control your life or, set the fashion. Or this is really a time of people breaking out of the box, of the envelope, and moving into this place of self-expression that is unique, unusual, forward, progressive. And, the result of that, the result of not doing that, is this sense of getting lost in our narcissistic, self-oriented, I don't find myself, so I'm feeling empty inside, and I fill that emptiness with addictions. So I reach out for, this person and that, sexual relationship, or, that drug or that television, or, I'm reaching out for all these other things to fill myself because I haven't done my journey.
Yeah.
I haven't done my self-discovery, which is to break out, break free, break loose, stop listening in a way. And people, what is it? It's like women can be, women have more of a fear of being alone, and men have more of a fear of intimacy, in general. But, so, the women, can hang into those relationships because they don't want to, let people down, and they can be martyrs. And I can't do my journey because my family will suffer. And if I discover myself, nobody's going to, want to see it.
Yeah, I know. Playing the victim role. Yes, yes.
Yeah. And then men, of course, men cannot do their self-discovery. They cannot do their journey work because they have to be the protector and they have to be the provider, and, nobody's going to want me. But, this whole thing with our relationships is if it's a really true loving relationship, you're not going to be enabling. You're going to want your partner to go off into their self-discovery mode, into their journey, into their doing their thing, and not try to hold them back and make them be what you want them to be. because you're invested in them being that way, because it gives you an identity. So it's like, this is so tricky, this Scorpio stuff, it's like, in order to really be good partners, we have to support each other in being individuals.
Okay,
And
in other words, you're saying that people are awakening to the fact that their partner did not come into this world to make them happy. They came in to make themselves happy, and that we have to get happy individually first before you can have a relationship, right?
absolutely, absolutely. So, so we're moving into this time period now, right? With, of course, Mars moving through Leo, and that squares Jupiter in Taurus, okay, on the 8th of October, okay. So I was talking about this, the Venus Mars square with Mercury squaring Mars, and then opposing Jupiter. This whole fixed time period now, and I look at astrology as the modes. We have 3 modes: cardinal, fixed, and mutable, and I look at them as being the creator, sustainer, destroyer. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Yeah. So when I look at the fixed cross, it is about Vishnu. It's about the sustainer. Yes, it's about what we need to really survive and to sustain ourselves and to maintain, and that which is not sustainable dies and goes away. Scorpio is about death and transformation. Yes. And so we have this Sun, Venus, Mercury moving through Scorpio now, coming through this sign of release, of death, of letting go, of weeding out that which is no longer useful for our growth, for our evolution. And, it's opposite this Jupiter. So I can see this really being a time period, this last week of October being very intense, being a very intense time where it's time to get rid of whatever is holding us back. And a lot of times, the things that are holding us back, we're not aware of. And so life, in the form of weather or earthquakes or economic collapse or this, that, or the other thing, our jobs or our spouses, a lot of times the external world does I call it the vacuum cleaner effect. Like there's a huge vacuum cleaner that is just pulling things away from us, whether we feel like we're ready or not.
Yeah.
So
the 28th, you're saying that anything could happen. We could have earthquakes, we could have anything. I myself am going to be on a boat going to Cozumel, the Mayan ruins, so on the 28th. And I think being on the water is going to be very auspicious. What is your opinion?
Yes, well, I mean, I did look at your chart personally, because you told me about that trip, and we can talk more about your personal chart later. But I'm not a doomsday prophet by any stretch. I really feel that these are positive changes, that there is a lot of letting go, but there's also a lot of new innovation and new responses and new capacities and there's a lot of if you look at it really through the course of human history, I hate to say it, but suffering brings people together. Crisis unites families, communities. People, I mean, they did that whole thing with the tsunami in Japan.
Yeah.
It was like people just worked together and came together and, experienced connection, in a whole new, different, deeper way than ever before as a result of, this external instability. So, yes, as the world becomes more unstable, physically, weather patterns, economically, as things become less stable, it's like we get it. It's one lesson after another that we need to unite with other people. We need to face our world and our future together.
And
United we stand, divided we fall. I mean, it's an old rock song from the 60s.
yes, but it's so true, and especially true today. So I now understand exactly what you're saying. In order for us to connect, sometimes we need to be pushed in that direction. But what you have been telling us all along for a couple of months now is go inward, discover, do the inner work, and let the natural course. You're going to be prepared. You're going to be fine. That's basically what you're telling us.
Yes, because then it's like when you go inward and you do your inner work, you discover what you are able to contribute that is unique. Mm-hmm. So that each one of us, is bringing in, something unique and different to the collective.
Okay.
It's like the 12 signs. I mean, I hate to say it, but I was, I'm on these airplanes all the time, and they got all these movies playing, right? And the X-Men. I don't know if you're familiar with them,
yeah.
But one of them throws fire, and one of them is super psychic, and one of them moves metal, and it's like we each have this unique talent, and we need to do that work to discover this unique inner talent that we have, and then we are worth something to the group. If we're trying to read or imagine or mold or shape ourselves according to what we think public opinion or our partner's thinking or needs or desires, if we're just playing, if we're role playing, what is it? Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like acting in so many ways. So many of us are just acting.
Right.
And this Mars and Leo, which is acting, is saying that, what, it's time to go beyond just acting and really get into that place of self-expression that is your unique, creative, new self that comes out. Yeah?
Yes. Oh, Tom, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You are so good. I can't thank you enough for coming on and sharing all this wonderful knowledge with the world. I can't thank you enough. So we are all out of time, but I really look forward to you coming back. You are just terrific. Have a wonderful, safe time in Melbourne and get warm. And when are you coming back to the States?
Oh, I don't know. I'm going from here up to the Gold Coast, and then I'm going to India in November for 11/11/11.
Oh, wow.
I'll be at a Kundalini Yoga music festival in India. That is actually the birth of the Aquarian age. Is 11/11/11.
Wow.
And after that, I believe, I don't know, I'm working on doing some things in Bali. But I will be back in Hawaii by February for sure.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Our world traveler here. That's great. So you can tell us everything that's happening around the world.
Right.
So thanks again, Tom. I look forward to talking with you again real soon. Now, wasn't that fascinating information? Isn't it really something how Chinese numerology, feng shui, the Mayan calendar, astrology are all saying the same thing? And yet nobody is really paying attention to the others. But today we brought it all together to show you that this is in fact a wonderful month that you need to pay attention to every single day. Now, let's get all of these wonderful things and opportunities flowing to us right now with positive wealth and well-being affirmations. Now, I am using binaural sounds during this affirmations, and I would like to credit Dr. Harry Henshaw of enhancedhealing.com for making this wonderful music. And I also want to let you know that I did get permission to use this music, so enjoy it and go there also, because he's got a whole bunch of music that just gets inside of the brain. I think you're really going to enjoy that. So let's get going. Now I want you to take a deep breath in, and I want you to feel your breath and let it out. Letting go of all day-to-day stress. Let's just focus in on these affirmations. And I really want you to pay attention to how you're feeling with each affirmation. If you are feeling a little hesitant or not feeling really positive about one of the affirmations, pay attention, because that could signify where you may have a block. And if you feel good about saying it and you can feel your vibration raising, that's what you want to accomplish. So pay attention to that as well, because you know that that is the area that you're going to go full steam ahead. So pay attention to how you are feeling as you do these affirmations. Now, I want you to just relax. You don't have to say anything. I want you to treat my voice as if it's your voice. That it's as if you are hearing yourself feel and say the words. So I just want you to sit back and relax. Let all of these words go into your brain, and let's start activating as we go along. So take another deep breath. Good. And let it out. Now take another deep breath, and in your imagination, I want you to think of the infinity symbol, which is the figure 8. And I want you to have it start from the crown of your head, going in the back and crossing over at the waist, going down to the front feet and the toes, and then coming back up, crossing at the waist again, and then coming back up to the crown. And I want you to do that as you're taking another deep breath. And you can do this while you are driving as well. You are very magnificent. And you can do this. Good. Excellent. Now we are beginning to raise your vibration a little bit. And remember, I want you to just listen to the words and treat them as if it's your own words. The most important thing that you can do is feel how you are responding to the words. And I'm hoping that you're going to have a very, very positive feeling, because that is going to help you move forward at a faster speed. So let's go. I am a magnificent person. I am power. I am an incredibly fast manifester. I am a powerful creator of my life and destiny. I am successful in anything I go after. I am brilliant. I am articulate. I am kind. I am generous. I am loving. I am filled with all this gratitude. I am loving life. I am committed to being happy. I am committed to my own well-being. I am free. I am beautiful inside and out. I am creative. I am the essence of God. I am the essence of God. Therefore, since God or source energy is perfect, then I too am perfect. I am creating all that I want and all that I need. I am safe and I am secure. I feel safe and protected. I am powerful. I am a blessing to this world. I am touching many lives for the better. I am magnificent. I am one with all. I am awakened. I am spiritually connected. I have all my needs and wants met. I am so grateful to be alive in this particular moment and in this month of October. I am so grateful to every cell of my body for bringing me to this point in my life. I am so grateful with being healthy. I am so powerful. I am a great healer. I heal my body. I am in my mind-body connection and I am aligned with perfection. I am powerful. I am allowing all magnificent opportunities to flow my way. I am safe and secure. I am allowing money to flow to me. I am grateful for all my money. I am thrilled with the way things are happening. I am working constantly on my inner self, awakening and allowing myself to experience and to expand into new heights, into new phases, into new ways of living. I am joyous. I am free. I am a blessing to this world. I am one with all. And I am so grateful for being alive. I am so grateful for connecting with those around me. I am free of being a victim. I fully and completely understand that I create my life and I am responsible for everything that happens in my life. I am now choosing to create from a great place of well-being. I allow all opportunities to flow to me. I allow my surroundings to be of great wealth, of great prosperity, of great happiness. I am worthy of this. I am a blessing to this world. I am connected to all. I am the essence of source energy. Therefore, I am a powerful creator. I feel so much better. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to everyone next week. Remember, this is a great month. Tune in and be the magnificent creator that you are. See you next week. Bye-bye. As we close another show, it is my sincerest wish that you have a wonderful week ahead. Remember, through you the world changes to reflect your happiness. If you'd like to comment on today's show, please send me an email to jules@loaradionetwork.com.